I know a lot of people who want to meditate but keep procrastinating because sitting cross-legged is so painful. If you're one of them, this is the right video for you because meditation posture should be a support for your meditation, not an obstacle. So in this video, I'm going to show you 12 meditation postures from standing up to sitting on a chair to lying down. I will also include those classic lotus postures, but I will add variations for people who have a less flexible body but also want to sit on the floor and meditate. The key point for all the postures is to keep your spine straight, because when your spine is straight, the inner energy can flow quite freely inside your body, and that will help your mind to calm down. And all the 12 postures are able to achieve that. Most important thing to pick a meditation posture is to ask yourself, are you able to feel comfortable and stable with this posture? This is Dr. Song. Welcome, and let's start. There is a common myth about the sitting on the chair posture. Some people might think if you are a serious meditator, you should meditate sitting on the floor cross-legged. But there are just a lot of people who have disability, chronic pain, or a physical condition that prevent them from sitting on the floor cross-legged. But meditation should be accessible to everyone. The purpose of meditation is to train your mind. It's never to achieve a certain posture. And no matter what physical condition you're in, you are able to train your mind. So when you are sitting on the chair, make sure your feet are flat on the floor. If not, place a pillow underneath so your feet would be supported. And also, in order to keep your back straight, try to sit a little bit toward the edge of the chair so you do not slouch back. But if you're having back pain, you can find a chair that has a straight back and put a meditation cushion, which is hard, in between the back of a chair and yourself. In this way, your back will be supported. And also remember to tuck in your chin a little so the back of your neck is straight. And you can put your hands on your lap or hold it on your knee or do a mudra in front of your navel. A lot of people will say you cannot meditate while lying down. This is because when you're lying down, you fall into sleep very easily, which also means lying down brings a lot of deep relaxation. So if you tend to feel anxious or have a lot of racing thoughts, this might be a very good option for you. And here are 3 ways to lie down and meditate. And I will share tips to help you stay awake. So the first option is to lie on your back and keep your legs straight and keep your arms naturally on the side of your body and keep your palms open. In this position, make sure you tuck in your chins a bit so the back of your neck stays straight. You can also roll a blanket to place it under your neck to give it a little more support and help your spine to stay straight. And in order to stay awake, open your eyes instead of close it. And in Tibetan Buddhism, there is a meditation practice called sky gazing. So in this practice, you are instructed to lying down on the ground and staring at the blue sky and feel the expansion of the sky and feel yourself gradually dissolve into the sky and return to your innate nature, your sky-like nature that is spacious and luminous. And you want to put in a little bit more effort to stay awake, you can bend your knees while keep your feet flat on the floor And with this posture, you have to be a little bit more mindful to stay in this posture, so that a little effort will help you stay awake. So another option is to place your legs on a chair, a couch, or anything that is low enough to rest your calves on. And here I have a little coffee table, and it's about the right height for me. So the right height means the angle between your thigh and the floor is about 45 degrees. And if your chair is too high, you can place a folded blanket underneath to raise up your hip a little bit, and then spread out your arms and just relax. And this is adaptation from the legs on the wall posture, and it's much easier than that posture. And it definitely brings a deep relaxation, and it will also help ease your lower back pain. So if lying down makes you fall into sleep, standing meditation will definitely help you stay awake. Standing meditation comes from Qigong. It's called 站桩, which means you're standing up like a tree. So in order to do the standing meditation, first you bend your knees a little and make your knees soft. And then you lift up your left foot and step aside, creating this shoulder length between your left foot to your right foot. And make sure your 2 feet are parallel to each other. They're not too inwardly or outwardly. And then you can adjust the center of your weight and just feel relaxed. You can also imagine your hip is sitting on a high bar stool, and you can feel that your shoulders open up but also stay relaxed, and you tuck in your chin a little to keep the back of your spine straight. And you can hold out your 2 arms in front of you like embracing an energy ball, and feel the energy floating inside your body. If this is your first time trying this 站桩 meditation, standing meditation, you may be surprised to see how quickly you get sweaty, because this position really mobilizes energy inside your body and make it flow freely in your body. So that's why it's very helpful to your health. So now we are getting down to the floor. For all the 7 floor postures, make sure you practice them on a soft ground. So like here, I have a pretty huge floor mattress, but you can also use a yoga mat, a meditation mat, or just practice it on carpet. Otherwise, your heels, your knees will hurt like crazy. So for the next 3 postures are variations from the Vajrasana posture, which is the diamond posture. So basically for the classic Vajrasana, you first kneel down. Then you just sit directly on your heel. And you can place your hands on your lap or on your knees. Just find a location that offers you comfort and support. If you feel there is too much weight on your heel, you can slide your heels to the side and sit like this. The diamond posture is very good for your digestion, so it's a good posture to practice after you eat. But it does require a lot of pressure and flexibility on your feet and on your heel. So there are 2 variations. The first one, I'm going to use the help of a meditation cushion. A meditation cushion is mostly stuffed with buckwheat. Compared to cotton, buckwheat is much harder, so it offers more support. And in this variation, instead of sitting on the face of the meditation cushion, which we normally do, we're going to use its edge. So basically, you just slide down the meditation cushion underneath your hip, and you sit right on top of a cushion. In this way, most of your weight will be placed on the cushion instead of on your feet. And that will ease up a lot of pressure. And same with your hand, you can place them on your laps, or you can even do a mudra, like the mudra of equanimity. So the second variation is to use a meditation bench. There are a lot of them on Amazon. And I have a simple foldable meditation bench here. I can just unfold the legs and it's very easy to travel with. And you can see that the legs of meditation bench, the edge of it is not even. So when you place the bench on the ground, it's gonna tilt forward naturally, and that will help with your posture. So it's very easy to use a meditation bench. Basically, you first kneel down and just put the bench underneath and on top of your heel, and you just sit on it, and that's it. When you use a meditation bench, it's important to find the right height for you. So you can fold your blanket into different thickness and put it on top of a bench just to try how it feels with different height. You can also put different pillows on top of your bench and just keep experimenting until you find the right height for you. Sometimes when I'm using a meditation bench and I want to make a mudra, but I find my hands keep sliding down. So what you can do there is to also use a blanket and place it on top of a lamp to give it more contraction. So finally, we're at the classic cross-legged postures. So for all the 4 cross-legged postures, our body is forming triangles. Like here, the lower part of my body is forming a triangle with my legs. And my whole body is also forming another triangle. And we know that triangle is the most stable form. So the cross-legged postures definitely offer a lot of support, but only if it doesn't hurt like crazy. In order to make you feel more comfortable in this cross-legged postures, make sure your hip is higher than your knees. So here I'm going to use the help of a meditation cushion and put it underneath my hip to raise it up. And now my hip is above my knees. And this definitely feels much more comfortable and stable. And we'll start with the easiest cross-legged posture, and its name is Sukhasana, which means the easy posture. So for the easy posture, we start with stretch out our legs, and then we just put our right feet underneath our left thigh, and then put our left feet underneath our right thigh. You can also rotate them. That doesn't make a difference. And now you are in the ease posture. And another easy one is the Burmese posture. So again, we start with stretching out our feet and put one foot underneath the other thigh. But instead of tuck the other feet underneath the opposite thigh, we just place it directly in front on the ground like this. And for all the cross-legged postures, if your knees are not flexible enough to touch the ground, then definitely use a pillow or a blanket and put it underneath your knees to give it more support, like this. And then let's come to the half lotus posture, the Siddhasana posture. So for this posture, we again starting from stretch out our legs in front of us, and then we tuck the right feet underneath our left thigh. We're putting our left feet right on top our right thigh like this. forming a half lotus. So finally, we're at Padmasana, the full lotus posture. When you see a Buddha statue, most likely the Buddha is seated in a full lotus posture. In this posture, you just put each of your foot on top of the opposite side, and this is the most difficult posture. It requires a lot of flexibility of your hip, your feet, and your knees. So I'm just going to be frank with you all. I cannot do a full lotus without forcing it, but I also believe that we should never force our body into any posture. So I'm not going to demonstrate it either, because the goal of meditation is never to achieve a certain posture, but to stay mindful. And that's why I never practice the full lotus posture, because I'm just focused more on how to stabilize my mind. Of course, I hear a lot of people talking about the benefit of the full lotus posture, and I truly believe they're true, but I also believe that you should never force anything in meditation. So when the posture comes, I will be happy, I welcome it, but until then, I'm okay without it. Okay, here comes our bonus point. What do you do if you try the easiest posture but still have a lot of pain? I have 3 tips for you. My first tip is do short sessions and end your meditation when everything goes well. Don't end it when your pain becomes intolerable. Because you don't want to associate meditation with pain. You want to associate meditation with joy and comfort. So I'm not kidding. Start with 2 minutes or 5 minutes and gradually increase the length of your meditation. And the second tip is to change your relationship with pain. Because normally when we experience any kind of pain, we hate it. We want to get rid of it. But it is our resistance to pain that actually intensifies the pain itself. Although we cannot change or alter the original physical pain, but we can release our resistance and change our relationship with pain. So what you need to do is you bring your attention to the pain and take a deep breath. And with the exhale, you release the resistance. So there will be no more fighting off the pain. And the pain itself will become tolerable. Trust me on that. And the last tip, if you just want to shift to another position, just do it, but do it mindfully. Be aware of the motion of your body and watch your own movements. And in that way, you are practicing the mindfulness of shifting your meditation posture. And I'm going to end today's video with this mantra. The goal of meditation is not to achieve any posture. It is to stay mindful. If you like today's video, click the like button and I will see you next time.